Ladies and gents, I'm Papa Smoke and welcome to the House of Smoke social media channel. Okay, so today we're going to discuss a Lwa called Papa Loco. Usually in the order of things, when we're telling people, whether it's new initiates, which is Sipwen, or just really talking about the Lwa, usually there's a specific order. We go Rada, Petro, the dead, yeah? And then there are other nations that have similar temperaments to Radar and Petro that are served in similar positions in the fate, yeah? Within each nation as well, there's usually sort of a pecking order. Some spirits are seen as different in the ways that they may have a different level of authority or divine authority and divine power. So even though I had a lot of popular requests last time to do a Zulifreda, yeah, should have really done Papa Loco first, and in this video you'll see why. No Lua is more important than the other, and you should never ever say that, especially if your roads are opened, you're initiated, or you're in the presence of Lua. No Lua are more important than the other. You need to respect them all and serve them all equally. That being said, I'm going to bring you today one of our most sacred spirits in voodoo, Papa Loco. So you see that little sign down there, that little black sign, looks like it's got an S in it. Yeah, that's called a veve. As I've told you before in other videos, veves are not sigils. Veves are doorways to the realm of the spirits. In some particular Lwa, there are different manifestations of that spirits, like there are different manifestations of Brigitte. There's Maman Brigitte, Grand Brigitte, and other types of Brigitte. So understanding her Veve understands that he doesn't just open a door to Maman Brigitte, he could open a door to the Grand Brigitte or any other female deific Gide. So when we look at the Veve, we must understand it's not necessarily a direct line to them, it's a doorway to their realm. That being said, Papa Loco himself is a very, very benevolent being. It was once said that he was one of the first royal ancestors that basically was only allowed to be served by the ruling priest class of places like Yoruba and the Dahomey. So I believe the tribe was the Fono was the tribe of the Dahomey. No, the place was the Fon, the tribe was the Dahomey. I do apologise, I get my African history a bit mixed up sometimes. Later on, he sort of became like a patron figure for Mambos and Hungans, as he was known to sort of watch over and guard the peristyle, so the secret place where where we practice our faiths. Yeah, he's also considered by some as the first voodoo priest or the first Hungan. Was said to have been taught the secrets of things such as herbs and healing by the very forces of nature themselves. So as you can see, as opposed to have been and all of that kind of stuff, he seems to have lived as a spirit his whole creation, and as such has learned from things such as the forces of nature. So this is going to be a little longer than 3 minutes anyway. We're going to touch on what the forces of nature are and what the laws of nature are in voodoo now. Yeah. You see, there are different fairies. Different houses have different fairies. One day created the earth, yeah, in the eyes of created the Lwa to govern the earth when mankind upset him. So he didn't do a Noah's Ark job on us and drown us. He basically just abandoned us, left the Lwa here to take care of us. Yeah. Now, it's postulated of their faith that the laws of nature themselves are the Lua that were never human, but the ones that govern the elements, such as the Grand Bois, for example, or Big Wood, Mitagwe, or Owner of the Waterways. You see where I'm getting at? These sort of almost elemental deific spirits, yeah? Forces of nature, but also to carry energy and have spirits and things like that. In some cultures, people see nature as a female. So it literally means that Papa Loco was basically took what he knew from the universe itself and from potentially other deities that were owners of specific elements at that time. Yeah. He's kind of a grandmaster healer, for want of a better word. One of the things that actually inspired me to go down my path, I was born on the cusp of energy, and I'm very, very good at healing. painful work. Well, one of the things that actually inspired me and pushed me down the work of the healer and pushed me down the path to get a master certificate was the fact that Papa Loco, who I look up to, was the fact that he was a tremendous shaman and healer. So, I'm trying to think of a way to explain this now. You see, I'm a Bokor, so I don't go through this process, yeah? But this little rattle I'm about to show you now, this is what a Hungan and a Mambo are presented with. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking. Someone's just come to my door. My housemate will handle it, don't worry. This is called an Asson. So an Asson is a voodoo rattle. It's empowered in a specific way, and it can only be presented to you by Papa Loco if he finds you worthy of the Asogwe title. So you've become a Sipuen, you may have become a Hungan or a Mambo, but you're not quite an Asogwe yet, yeah? Right? When you get there and you're fully initiated to work by yourself as a Hungan or Mambo Asogwe, so a high priest or high priestess, yeah, he will present you with one of these rattles. Now, you can't fake it to make it. Because ourselves, we can use... The reason you can't fake it to make it with these is the priest class are taught certain ways to shape this rattle and certain ways to move in order for the Lwa to know that it's a genuine contact. The Lwa will then move in a way to reciprocate those movements. And again, if you don't respond or move in the right way back, it assumes you're frauding it and it will punish the shit out of you. So Papa Loco is one of our most sacred spirits because he's the one responsible for initiation. So then I said there's none more important than each other, but there are some that have different sacred duties. So you might think because I'm saying he's one of our most sacred spirits, in your mind, you might think he's the be-all and end-all and most important, but no, he's important in that respect. But so is Baron Samedi, for example. He's important in a different way, governs and looks after dead. So, do you get me? They all have different sacred divine responsibilities, so never slip up and assume that one's more important or one has more clout than the other. So, his saint synchronization, by the way, is Saint Joseph, and his feast day is March the 19th. The colours he likes are white and harvest gold. Offerings you can give him is a white rum, a white rooster because it's rada, or white rice. An interesting fact I think you'll find about Papa Loco is he won't eat in your presence. So whether it's if you provide him with an edible offering, he'll always go somewhere and hide. And that is because he has a certain belief that if you see him eating, it's a way that you may be able to take his soul. He's an extremely important Lwa. And his wife, of course, I almost forgot to mention his wife, Mambo Aizan. So we'll be covering her next week. His wife, Mambo Aizan, almost as important to the initiation process, extremely important still in her own right. This has been Papa Loco. He's not a Lwa that's often served as he works with initiation and stuff like that. Well, he's served and paid respect to, but he's not one we often do rituals with. So if there's anything that anybody else out there would like to add to the comments, or if there's any questions anyone has got to me on things I haven't covered, hit me up in the... This has been quite a long one this time. Much love and respect. Don't do anything I won't do. We're trying to write a lot. Lwa, much love and respect, Papa Loco. Oh, Wednesday, live free readings on all platforms except TikTok. TikTok's going through a verification stage at the moment with my Papa Smoke account. So that TikTok one will be pre-recorded until they approve the lives. So if you want a live free reading, you're going to have to catch me on YouTube or Facebook, or I think Eddie's, my sponsor, is going to share it on their Instagram as well. So there's 3 platforms there you can catch it on. Free readings on Wednesday. Yeah, and on Friday, it's the draw. I don't know if any of you are the... for the witches. This video. This is mine to keep. I'll be doing a review of our fan at the end of the week. I did a demo of it yesterday. I've got a brand new one to give away to one lucky winner. How you become a winner is like and share your favourite video from any of the channels from the Papa Smoke, not from Eddie's. Yeah. And I want you to subscribe or follow at least one channel. Yeah, that'll get you one entry. But if you subscribe and follow all 3 channels and then just share your favorite video, yeah, I'll give you free entries. And obviously, the more entries you get, the more chance you have to win. A lot of my products are on in the UK, but if you're one of my American clients or Australian clients or European clients and you see something you really must have and you're willing to pay the extra postage, we can negotiate. However, all competition prizes are available international. So if you're from back end of Texas, yeah, and you win that teapot, then I'm going to be Royal Mail, okay? Much love and respect. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right, peace, people. Cool.